Good morning. So this video clip is for my website, COMMGiving.com, and I'm going to discuss creating a change.org petition. In my case, this is a live case, so I'm going to use the example I created. Pardon me while I move the camera. In my situation, I created a petition to support the police force ranks, and other issues involving the Toronto police force. Toronto, the city where I live, is included in that petition. But this petition, my particular petition, deals with their employment numbers, which is shrinking, and it doesn't impede the other petitions. And in fact, it links to the other petitions, so that people are aware of the issues, the other issues surrounding the Toronto police like office. But my belief is that a smaller, less diverse police force makes things harder, and makes that police office more reticent, more defensive. So I want the police force actually is shrinking, and when it shrinks, it's a sort of like a paramilitary office, right, with guns and stuff. The people out there have to work harder, and the harder they work, well, the gist of what I'm trying to say. The more threatening the situation, the less backup, the less diversity, the less skill that will show up on the scene. So because in my own experience, so some officers are specially trained just to talk, but it's not basic training. It's sort of like special training. Some officers, are trained just to talk. They're sort of like they have like special, talking training, coaching, counseling, communication. Their communication training is extra, right? Basic training is just like, stop, shoot, right? But some officers have extra training, right? So the bigger the police force, the more of those officers will get, right? So if you get one car on the scene, you might get this one. You get two cars on the scene, you might get this one, right? So not to take away from any of those current issues like Black Lives Matter, or you know what they are, right? They're a part of my petition, but at the same time, I think that the force is dwindling, the number is dwindling so quickly, so rapidly. It's one of those emergencies for resident emergency of this city. So you can take a look at my petition. You can see how I worded it to basically get across what I just said. It's it doesn't mitigate the imperfections of how policing is practiced in Toronto. But at the same time, I think the idea of police is necessary. And so we don't make the decisions, but as a democracy, we can influence it. And I think the decisions that are being made are cutting into the bone. So take a look at my petition, check it out. If you want to create one for yourself, use change.org. Millions of people use change.org to influence law and their elected officials. Why is it perhaps better than other engines? Well, it's got that, millions of people have used change.org, and I think the way it's set up, you need a Facebook account or create an account on change.org itself. makes the data verifiable. I think it's part of the terms of use. If there's any question about the veracity of the signatures, the company would back it up. That's my post on COMMGiving. I'm not kidding you. I'm just kidding you.